What's up, everyone? So, Trump issued stimulus relief through his executive order this week. Democrats are calling it unconstitutional, and nobody knows when or how these things will be enforced. So, now what? Well, there are major problems in the details and in current negotiations for an actual second stimulus package. In this video, I'll discuss these problems in detail and what happens now as Congress still pushes to pass a second stimulus package. Welcome back, guys. Please like the video if you like this content. Please subscribe. I'll be posting updates almost daily. First, let's get into Trump's $400 weekly unemployment boost extension. To recap, Trump's unemployment boost extension provides $300 in weekly benefit, requires an additional $100 from the states, and excludes those who receive less than $100 in weekly benefits from states' unemployment. It is estimated to last about 5 to 6 weeks. The first problem is that it is unclear if all states will even execute on this order and how long it will take them to implement it if they do, creating a lot of uncertainty for unemployed Americans. Secondly, is that it only lasts about 5 weeks. His announcement made it seem as if it would last through the end of 2020. However, the bill states that it will only run until funding is depleted, and experts agree that this will only last about 5 to 6 weeks at most until it is depleted. Thirdly, if you get less than $100 from states, you won't qualify for Trump's unemployment boost. You must be receiving at least $100 from the state to qualify for the boost. This will leave many Americans who really need help out of this boost. Trump may also be challenged in court by states or even Democrats as they claim the president doesn't have the power to decide how to fund these orders. Things could get very messy in the coming days and weeks if the idea of suing the president for these actions gains any momentum. It's also estimated that states could take 3 weeks to organize and deliver these unemployment checks. So those who have been hit the hardest by the pandemic will have to wait even longer to receive relief. The executive order does state that it begins retroactively for the week ending August 1st, giving back pay to that date. Next, Trump's tax cut. This is a payroll tax savings for individuals making less than $100,000 annually. This will only save the average American worker about $60 weekly and is actually a deferment that will need to be paid back when you file your taxes. Trump only has the power to defer these taxes, not cancel them. He needs Congress to make them completely forgivable. So as it stands now, you would have to pay these taxes back. He wants to make this tax cut permanent and is using this as a reason to vote for his re-election. But this would effectively defund Social Security and further threaten its existence for the millions of Americans who already paid into the program. It would create problems in regards to figuring out where the funds for Social Security would come from in the future as well. The tax deferment is set to run from September 1st until December 31st. Trump also claimed it would actually go retroactively back to August 1st, but this has not been confirmed and is not written in the bill. And lastly, Trump's eviction moratorium order. Unfortunately, this may not actually prevent evictions. The problem is, Trump did not actually extend the eviction freeze. His executive order was written in such broad language and basically just encourages state and local agencies to not allow evictions. It does not firmly freeze evictions or prevent evictions technically. This is strange because last week, even Democrats admitted that Trump had the power to officially extend the eviction moratorium. So it does seem odd that instead Trump issued a vague suggestion on pausing evictions. In my opinion, Trump did this to create a gray area, to take credit for trying to prevent evictions while still allowing states to evict if they choose to. His executive order on evictions is effectively just a suggestion. It is another messy order by our president that leaves Americans wondering whether or not this will actually be enforced or protect the people. It also encourages state and local governments to assist renters in paying rent, but provides no funding, no guidance, and it is also just another suggestion and not required or enforceable. The main issue here, again, is that he does not have the authority to provide funds for these programs without the approval of Congress. So there you have it. The majority of Trump's executive orders seem to be confusing at best, being very unclear as to how or when these things will be implemented by states and if they are even enforceable. These orders could be challenged and delayed as there are legal question marks hanging over some of the orders which Trump announced. Some of the details of the orders could be questioned by Congress, and we have recently seen how Democrats have harshly criticized the president's move. Trump could even be sued on some aspects of his orders, specifically because he technically does not have the power to fund these orders. That is only the authority that Congress is supposed to have. With that being said, experts do believe that states will try to implement the unemployment boost and the payroll tax savings within 3 weeks, unless Democrats provide a serious pushback. Congress is also set to continue talks on a second stimulus package that includes much more help for the American people. We should have big updates in the next few days. Please subscribe for more updates. Thank you all so much for everything you do, and thanks for watching this video. Please like the video and post a comment below. It really encourages YouTube to share my videos with others. Thanks, and have a great day.